5,200 sales calls for your career coaching business in the next 24 months. And the reason why I can confidently tell you how to do it is because we have done it ourselves. And I'm gonna walk you through step by step our playbook, our game plan, our strategy on how to convert leads into sales calls that turn into clients, and do that today. If we have not met, my name is Daniel. I'm the founder of Opni. I've been a full-time career coach for the last 5 years, and I've been able to build a profitable, scalable, and impactful career coaching business, helping thousands of job seekers land their dream job. And I make these videos to help fellow career coaches be able to do the same, be able to build businesses that are impactful, businesses that are scalable, and businesses that are profitable so they can help more people. And in this video, I'm gonna just straight up walk you through our strategy step by step. So again, you can learn from how we do it. So if we break down this math, and by the way, this document is available to you in the show notes of this video so that you can take this and run with it. And I would love to see nothing more than for you to be successful on it. Now, by the way, if you're the type of person that likes working with a coach, likes working with a team, if you want my team and I to install this strategy on your business, then you can book a call with us as well. If not, if you're the type of person that likes to get the content and do it yourself, well, have at it. Here it is. No holding back as well. Now, let's break down the numbers. Let's break down the math, because obviously 5,200 is a lot. And the way we come up to that number is we do an average of 50 book sales calls every single day. You multiply that by 52 weeks, and you do that by 2 years, and that's how we get that number. So we get an average of 50 book sales calls every single day, every single week, not every day. So every single week, not yet at least, right? And that gets, obviously our calendars are packed. Now, out of that, those people that book a call, 70% show up to the call. Now, if you're saying, well, Daniel, what happened to the other 30? In fact, if you've been doing this, you know that 70% is really good. And the industry standard is actually around 50%. And so that means that out of the 5,200 sales calls that were booked, my team and I have taken over 3,640 sales calls in total. That is a lot of sales calls, a lot of experience. And out of those, about 25% of those calls turn into paying clients, meaning, yes, we have had a lot of clients. We have a lot of clients. We work with a lot of job seekers at any given time. Like currently we have over 300 active clients in our program, and we roughly work with about it's roughly a lot of new clients every single year that we are working. Now, bear in mind that the 25% closing rate that I am talking about here, I'm again showing you the data, and obviously you know it would be impossible for me to just take all those sales calls alone. So I do have a sales team, and if you take the average of myself, our sales director, and our 2 salespeople, our average is 25%. But it's not rare for me, myself, or my sales director, if we were only taking the calls ourselves, to have a 40% closing rate, which means this number will be much higher, but then that doesn't make the business scalable. And remember, the goal with this videos is that we're helping you build a business that is impactful for your clients, right? That is scalable and profitable. And if you're taking all the sales calls, in the end, it's not scalable. So yes, you could start. Yes, you would be the #1 salesperson. No one can sell the program better than you will. But you also want to start taking into account that some of these numbers are as you're adding teams. And it's important so that you can scale your business. No, and again, I always want to show you proof. I always want to make sure that you understand that this is not coming from Fugazi or made up stuff. This is coming from a point of been there, done that, which is where I can speak to you with a lot of conviction. This is a screenshot of my Calendly, or our company's Calendly. Because we're only able to do 10 filters, this is why you only see 2,100 calls scheduled for those. But I can assure you, we definitely have those, and I'll show you screenshots of our sales calendar later before. And if you want to learn more about our overall funnel and our overall from lead all the way to delivering and client success, I created a 43-minute video on how to build a career coaching business. This was specifically more on from what we do from the leads and how do we convert leads into sales calls. But if you want a big overview of the business, make sure you hit this link and watch this video. But generally speaking, this funnel has worked best for us, and it remains very consistent for the last 2 years. And this is the same type of funnel that we've helped over dozens of career coaches execute themselves, and we're seeing extremely great results for them as well. So it's not just only worked for me, but now you can rest assured it's also worked for many other career coaches, a lot of them that you know and trust that are using this particular funnel. So the way that it works, and without getting too much into the weeds, is essentially saying we use LinkedIn organic as our number one way to generate leads. Not ads, not all that. Even though we've tried all that, and I talked about it in that video, we use LinkedIn organic. And one of the things we do on LinkedIn is that we really try to add value to every lead that comes into us, whether it's inbound or what we consider warm outbound. But what we want to do is that we don't want to rely on LinkedIn alone. We want to get them out of the LinkedIn platform and be able to get their information so that we can keep their relationship outside of LinkedIn. You don't know, you never know. LinkedIn might change their algorithm and so on. So the way we like to call this funnel is called the group coaching funnel. And we like to always provide 3 levels of value before we pitch anybody. We want to deposit into our leads, into our job seekers account 3 times before we then ask him for money, right? And so the way that I think about this is the first time we are adding value or we're depositing into their account, it's with our LinkedIn content. Because them liking, commenting, following me lets me know that they found value in it, and then lets me know to start the conversation. So that's number 1. Number 2, which I covered in a different video, right, is we do a LinkedIn review. Anytime somebody's a job seeker, we say, hey, thanks for liking my post. I checked out your profile and noticed 3 things that you can do to help you land a job, right? And so we give them a LinkedIn review, kind of personalized. This is actually done by one of my marketing associates. And then they always kind of say thank you. Like 90% of them say, hey, thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate that, right? Once they say thank you, this is the sign for us to say, well, I'm glad if you find value in this. I am hosting a group coaching call either Monday, so depending on what the day is, we will then say the next one, either Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love to invite you to be a guest. And so you see what I did here is that now I've already delivered 2 values. I'm then inviting them to a call, like a workshop on a particular topic, whether it's networking, interviewing, and so on. And I'm then delivering the 3rd piece of value. Now, for this, they're going to have to register. And this is where we get their email address. And now we're able to then continue the relationship outside of LinkedIn. And we keep the landing page very simple. Trust me, we've tried complicated. We've tried talking about the topics of the landing page. We've tried like trying to add testimonials, trying to add social proof. Look, all of that is good, but it's not better than this simple landing page. So let me avoid you a lot of this time and A/B testing. Simple. Keep it simple, especially if this is coming from your LinkedIn. This is coming from someone that you've already been having a conversation with on LinkedIn and allows you to kind of build a relationship. And so as you can see here, it's simple and it's not rocket science. We get their name, their last name, their email, and then we have multiple email reminders to show up. If we look at the data, we invite around 80 people a week. Out of those 80 people, 55 will show up, and at about 40 of them will book sales calls, and then the rest will actually book after. So 40 people will book a sales call at that event, and I'll walk you through that in a little bit. Once they register, they're automatically registered to an email sequence that we have we use Kajabi. If you never heard of Kajabi, it's a platform we really love for creators and career coaches. And so you get a ton of email sequencing. Look, I'm not going to bog you down with the emails. There's a lot of details there, but I just wanted to show you have, hey, we just reserved your spot. That's automatic from the time they register. 3 days before, I sent an email about my story, right? Just so they can connect with me a little bit, so they can get to know me, why I became a career coach, right? Why I'm so passionate about helping this particular demographic or this avatar. We have a 48-hour reminder. And essentially how this workshop is going to help them. I'm reselling the value of why they need to make this a priority and attend. A 24-hour reminder, a 1 hour before, and then there's the event. We also send them a 1 hour message before on LinkedIn as well. And that then That then ultimately goes into our group coaching call. Look, and I'll be honest, I work with international students. They're very shy. They don't like to turn on their camera. And no matter how many times I ask them to engage, they are like turn on their cameras, they don't. So this is typically how it looks. It's me, one of our marketing associates, one of our VAs, who's taking notes, who's taking attendance, who's seen, who came, who registered, who showed up, how many of them stay until that, and we want to track out those analytics so that we can follow up further, right? And then on the call, we provide straight value for 45 minutes. Now, it's really important that this is really important because this call is where you transition from giving free value to saying, hey, I have a solution, I have a product, I have a service that you might be interested in. But you're only doing that after you've provided 3 values. Your content, some sort of LinkedIn review, resume review, and then this call. And this call is not a pitch. This call is not me pitching my program from the beginning. That would be essentially telling somebody, here's chocolate, but the reality is just dog poop that looks like chocolate. We don't want to do a bait and switch with our clients. That is the easiest way for you to eliminate trust with your clients. Instead, you actually want to provide really good value. And I guess the advice here that I would tell you is that you maybe want to teach and solve one problem of the job search, but not the whole problem. So give you an example. One of our go-to group coaching calls, we do this one probably once a week. It's on interviewing. We talk about the strategies behind interviewing. We talk about how to be successful in the interview, but we don't talk about resumes. We don't talk about networking. We don't talk about how to get referrals. We don't talk about salary negotiation. We don't talk about technical interviews. We essentially talk about why companies do interviews, how to prepare for an interview, what are the good questions to ask, and how to follow up after an interview. So we cover that. We solve a micro problem within the career coaching part, but we don't solve everything because if not, then they don't need the program and they wouldn't buy it. And if you don't want to make the mistake of over teaching everything because then they're going to be like, well, I think I got enough, Daniel. I'm going to go execute this and I'll come back if I have questions. We don't want to do it. We still want to solve. We still want to show them a pain point. We want to alleviate that pain point, but then we want to show them that this is just one problem of all the problems, of all the pitfalls that a career coach can help you solve, and why are you positioned to solve this? So here's kind of like essentially how when I do this is how kind of essentially start. I said, hey everyone, so imagine me, I'm here, right? Hey everyone, thanks for coming. Welcome to our group coaching call. Today, we're going to be diving down about interviewing, and we're going to be talking about why companies do interviews. We're going to be talking about how to prepare for the interviews and how to follow up after the interview. And look, if you find this information helpful, if you enjoy this workshop and you want to learn more about what it looks like to work with me and work with Opni and work with our team to help you throughout the whole job search, I invite you to stick around at the end. For the next 45 minutes, I am just going to straight deliver content. But if you see this is a small part of our overall program and you've enjoyed this, you're going to love our program, so stick around to the end where I explain what that looks like. And if you're ready to get started, put a 1 in the chat. So I do that. As you can see, I've been doing this for a long time. So obviously might sound really natural and really good. It just takes practice like anything else we do in life. And then I go and I deliver the 45 minutes. I am not going to be here to teach you what to say in that workshop. You are a career coach. There's probably a reason why you're doing it. So you can think about what the workshop. But then at the end of the workshop, fast forward 45 minutes, this is what I'm talking about, what our pitch looks like. So we deliver the value. I always say, all right, what do you guys, and we make the pitch super, super short. What did you guys think about the workshop? 1, Daniel, this is the worst hour of my life. I didn't learn anything. This sucked. You owe me an hour of my life. Or 10, Daniel, this is awesome. I learned at least 1 or 2 things that I can go and do to improve my job search process. What do you think? And I've been doing this a lot, so we always get like 10, 10s, 9s. Rarely we may get an 8 or a 7. Again, this is a practice. But this is I'm now letting our clients know this is super valuable. They're seeing that they found value, but so did everyone else. And then I say, okay, perfect. I'm glad you guys loved it. Because to be honest with you guys, this is just a very small part of what we do here at Opni. And I want to invite you guys to learn more. So if you want to learn more, this is the time. Let me tell you within 3-4 minutes what this program is about. And if you're interested to learning more, then we can set up a call to talk to someone in our team. So guys, basically, I'm Daniel. I'm the founder of Omni. Or by the way, this workshop has also, and most of the time is done by someone else, not even me anymore. I don't even do them anymore, just to let you know how much you can delegate all this. And we say something like, hey, we have a 3-step process where we work with job seekers from beginning to end on how to land their job. We focus on helping international STEM students land their dream job. And we do this in a 3-step process. The first, we assign you to one of our personalized mentors and team members who will guide you through this entire process. They know the job market. They can help you build a resume, pick the type of companies to apply for, and based on your criteria, right? Second, we're going to help you with visibility, right? We want to help you avoid the problems that most students face trying to find jobs. We can help you avoid applying to hundreds of companies and so on. Third, we're going to help you with all aspects of interviews because we know there's no job offer without interviewing first. And so we're going to help you prepare for all those interviews and so on. So again, we keep it simple. Here, what we're saying is we're pitching the benefits. We're pitching the benefits, not the features. I am not going and saying, hey, we have 4 hours of courses. You're going to get access to a 104-page PDH document. You're going to get access to this many one-on-one calls. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Job seekers don't care. Like they don't care. They care, can you solve my problem? Can working with Omni help me land a job? Right? That's what they care about. How you get there, the destination, right? You want to sell Hawaii, you don't want to sell going to the airport 4 hours early, doing the line to check your bag, then getting a cavity search on TSA pre, like getting on a flight and you're sitting in the middle seat in between two kids that are just fighting. There's a journey. Guys, we know this. Just like if you want to build a business of career coaching that's successful, it's not easy. They know that. But with the right support, with the right strategy, with the right community, this can happen. And so then we say this. Hey, look, I understand that, by the way, we don't work with everyone. We want to add some level of scarcity because we are limited. And so we only work with people that we really truly think we can help. And we understand everyone's situation is a little bit different backgrounds, different goals, different aspirations, especially for the international student audience who have a timeline. And so what we like to do is set up a free discovery call with one of our career advisors so that we can get to know your particular case. And based on that call, what we'll do, we'll spend about 30 to 45 minutes understanding like when you graduate, your major, where do you want to work, what are you doing, where you're applying, what is working, what's not. And what we want to do in this call is identify what's holding you back from landing your dream job. Based on that, if we feel like we can truly help you land your dream job, if we can truly help you land the goal, achieve the goal that you set for yourself, and we have spots available, we will invite you to be part of our program. And so if this is vaguely interesting to you, all we say is next step is schedule a free call. First come, first serve. Our calendars do get packed and you'll be able to speak with our team and we'll be able to answer any questions that you want. At this moment, we then share a link to our calendar. I then share my screen and I say, hey, this is as simple. You click this link, you fill in this information, and you will then get an email confirming your time. Now, at this time, I don't just end the call and say, see you later, sayonara. I want to make sure I'm seeing calls. So we've set up automation in the back end using Zapier that lets us know when someone books a Calendly, lets us know who booked it, when they booked it, and so on. And so what I like to do, and what we found to be a really good best practice, is to say, okay, hey, Maribel, I see you booked for Monday, February 12th at 8:30 a.m. We'll see you there. And I'll start calling names because this group, this herd mentality starts seeing it and more people start booking calls. And I say, hey, I just want to confirm that we got your appointment. This is why I'm calling it out, because what happens, this is actually a true story. What happens a lot is that a lot of people are picking the same time. And so you think you got to book at 9 a.m. And the reality, if somebody books it before, you might just get to like an error message. So we just want to confirm that everybody that wants a free discovery call, absolutely free, no strings attached, can get their spot reserved. And so that ultimately, we wait about that. And what we notice, right? And if you want to use us as a benchmark, and I say, look, honestly, start with thinking if you get over 50% of the people that attend your group coaching call to schedule a call, that's a win. we've obviously been doing this for a long time. We've mastered it. We get around 70 to 75% consistently, but just I think anything above 50 is good. If not, then we need to figure out why that is. Right? There's an issue. You might not be pitching it right. There's probably things that you could be doing better. And so that's what we're looking for. So that's what we generally get. So about 70% of those people that will stay into the pitch, then book a call. And even after that, because we have one of our VAs in the call. She's saying who registered, who registered, who attended, who stayed into the pitch, who scheduled the call. And so we know who didn't get to see the pitch. We message them very differently than someone that stayed into the end, watched the pitch, and didn't book. And we do a lot of follow-ups. And from there, we even get more appointments. So like a lot of more appointments come up, but the majority, 70%, come right after a group coaching call. And essentially, this is all the automations that you can have from Calendly that just reminds them that they have a call coming up. So we'll text them, we'll email them, reminding them about the call, because we want them, again, to show up. And again, we get a very healthy show up rate, which is 70%, and is very healthy for our industry. And so this allows us to essentially book our calendars for our sales team are totally booked by Monday, and Tuesday through Friday, we're essentially now booking for the following week, which is obviously really great. And in future videos, we're going to talk about everything that happens once they hop on the call, and I'll cover more sales and objections and follow up. And I just kind of want to give you a big overview. This is an example of kind of like what our one of our salesperson's calendar looks like. And we have 2 salespersons that do this. So to those 30% of people that don't show up, like I was mentioning earlier, we text them and we reschedule them. We don't want to lose the opportunity. Look, the closer someone is to buying, the more we're going to want to follow up, because we don't want to lose those leads. And that's just the reality of it. Now, I wanted to actually walk you guys through the summary of this, but also benchmark so that you have a really good idea of what you can expect, what's considered really good executing this, what's considered really bad about this. So let's say that you were able to get 100 new leads from LinkedIn, meaning that those are people who've accepted your connection request and talked to you. And they're not all inbound. You can do some outbound, but as long as they are interacting back, then that's considered a lead in our book, in our definition. And as you can tell, I'm getting sick, but I'm delivering this content like fire, right? Okay, you will get 100 people that are invited to the live webinar. 70 of them will show up to the call. From those 70, 50 will stay into the pitch, and out of those 50, 35 will book at the call and speak with your team. And that essentially is 35 sales calls every single day, which means it's a really powerful funnel. If this resonates with you, so like to summarize this, if this resonates with you and you're like, wow, Daniel, this is awesome. I can't believe you are sharing this. I can't believe that you are thinking about career coaching, thinking about the business of career coaching this way. I have never seen anybody have such great processes about it. I know, I'm a little humble. We worked really hard to build this. Look, we are now taking business coaching clients. We've been doing this since last year. We are so passionate about this. We want to help and elevate career coaching. So if you are a career coach and you want to learn what it looks like to work with me and my team, if this is, again, me shamelessly plugging, me essentially selling after I deliver value. So very similar funnel and strategy, except this one is on YouTube. I would deliver the value. You can now see and taste what it looks like, the type of value that works. If you resonated with this message, if you find value in this, it is a very small part of what we can do for you if we work together. So same thing, just like we pitch to our clients up here, same thing goes to you. If you want to learn what it looks like to work with my team and I, if you want to learn what it looks like for us to help you execute this strategy, implement this systems, this process, not just this, but all of our systems and processes into your business, I encourage you to book a free discovery call. And just like the job seekers, in this call, we're going to spend 30 to 45 minutes getting to know you, getting to know your business, getting to know your goals. We want to learn, what type of career coaching are you? Who are you targeting? How are you trying to grow it? What are your goals for 2024? Do you want to build a multi-million-dollar business, or are you trying to build a lifestyle business? Do you want to do this as a solopreneur, or do you want to build a team? We want to get all this information because if we feel that we can help you accomplish those goals by working with us. We can help speed up this process of getting to your goals much faster by working with us, and there's value there, then we can tell you what working with us looks like. Again, we also have limited spots because, again, it's me and 2 other people on my team that are now consulting other career coaches. Then you can hit this link. It will take you to a Calendly. Again, super transparent. You can then pick a time that works for you. You can fill in that information, and you'll get an email notification as well. Again, if you have any questions, the discovery calls is a great way to do this. We also help career coaches with other ways. We also have a community, and we also have a VA service. So if there's any way that I can help you or support you in elevating your career coaching business so that you could build a profitable, impactful, and scalable career coaching business, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your attention. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do so now. We will continue to provide 1 to 2 videos a week on helping you grow, scale your career coaching business. Thank you so much for your time. Definitely don't take it for granted, and I'll see you guys in the next one.